Central BCC to Adam. Boyd, truck 1 on TAC 1.
This is U1. Go ahead.
U1, Detective 1-4 Adam requires SWAT for high-risk warrant service at 2770 Harrington Road.
Dispatch, U1. Show us code 3.
Roger, U1.
Okay, listen up. I know.
So now we're being sent out to finally take down the rest of the syndicate. The two crime bosses have gone into hiding in this warehouse, which is like their backout hideout. For times like this, and we're being sent in to take down the syndicate and end it once and for all. This is the final mission of SWAT, the official mission of SWAT.
This is it. This is the end. We're finally going to knock these two wankers on the head, and then we're done.
Well, Tudor looks a bit bloated and weird there. He looks like Frankenstein's monster a bit.
I'm criminal. Hello.
And what's going on with the interface here is what happens when you put the game up in its highest resolution settings. For some reason it gets rid of the titles on the tabs, so you... But at this point, like, it's the last video, I've been used to the interface, so I pretty much know what there is. That's our new weapon, the Desert Eagle. It's basically the only lethal pistol, a new lethal pistol. There's been two others, and now we have this one.
I gotta say, I do love deagles in any video game, so I'm very happy about this.
Very overpowered. I will edit in a video of me using it just for an example.
Very good.
But here I'm just giving one of my teammates, just deciding the SMG isn't really necessary, so how about giving him a sniper rifle?
Oh, nice.
Because your teammates will probably be a lot better than you are, and there's a lot of open space in the warehouse itself, and it does save my life with it.
I was gonna say your partners. I don't know how I'm forgetting the game mechanics, but your partners can kill people without you getting a bollocking for it.
Yeah, they can.
Yes.
So they very much save your life, and you can actually give them the grenade launchers as well. But they're kind of iffy about using them.
Okay.
So this is the first entrance. It's probably the best one to go around in because you can see through the doors there. So before we carry on, I'm just going to cut to this other spawn location, which is literally right round the corner from where we started before. And as you can see there's a tank where the SWAT probably came in on. And here we've got the Desert Eagle, which is normally pretty much an instant kill, impossible to incapacitate people with. It's very powerful, very long range, as you can see. But there are two ammo types. One of them's armor-piercing bullets, so if you use the normal bullets with a person using an armored jacket, then you can incapacitate them a lot easier without them dying across the warehouse like that.
Welcome to TEL, Tertiary Exports Limited.
Yeah, this is just a front, like the warehouse of pasta for any Godfather film.
But then, what? How are people going to get their tertiary exports done?
Well, they'll go somewhere else, won't they, David?
People can't live with just secondary exports.
Well, they go somewhere else. They're not the only company to do it.
Okay, then.
So, let's say a little bit about this mission. It's quite a long one. There's a lot of guys. They're very violent. A lot of corners to hide around. It's very difficult. It took me about an hour to go through it. One time I had nearly completed it and got killed by the last guy. And all my teammates had been taken down, and I was going for about 10 minutes solo.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You think in real life you'd maybe just go on your radio and say, can I have a bit of support? All my officers are down. Can we maybe bring the army into this?
So here we can see a civilian through the door. And there's a corner around, so I'm telling my teammates to stay back so I don't get them shouting around, and there's a guy there.
Well, that's good. I expect nothing but professionalism and tact here.
Speaking of professionalism and tact... I'm drunk again.
That's the best. I am SWAT man. I am going to SWAT you.
So I ordered in my...
Oh my god. Oh, your leg's already fucked, so...
Yeah.
This is a good
So
start.
when I blinded myself, I ordered in my teammates to back me up in that firefight. Luckily they were close by, so I wouldn't get them running across the map.
Oh wow, good.
So there's usually between 1 and 2 civilians here. For some reason, I don't understand why they're in this hideout. Maybe they generally thought it was a real job.
Maybe. That is...
Which explains all the guys with guns.
Maybe they were working for the front, yeah. Can you imagine if the, like, wherever you were working for was actually a front for, you know, drug dealing and
well, I
arms
work
trade?
online, so I don't really see how that could work.
Oh, I see, okay.
Hands up, toilet! Goodbye.
This is just a confused clusterfuck of people.
Usually a civilian spawns in there, and...
Oh, so you were fully expecting, but it did not come into play.
Here we're just going down the stairs, and this door you can usually hear people running around from the other side, which is very useful, but nonetheless, let's all approach it and put a little mirror under the door.
Good idea, okay.
Open and clear. UCS.
Check. On it.
The tension down here is kinda palpable. It feels a lot like the game Condemned, if you've ever played that.
Which one, the first or the second?
I'd say the first, more.
Yeah. Graphically, it looks more like the first. And he had an LMG, of all things.
Oh, so you would have been boned if you just jumped in.
Now I'm just going to talk about using wedges in this mission. You don't need to use them to block up escape exits, because the enemies won't necessarily run away. They're going to shoot you. So what you want to do, you want to block off any doors where enemies could run up behind you in a firefight, which is what I'm doing there.
Are these enemies really just down to kill you? Like they have no intention of surrendering or anything?
This is their last line of defense, so yeah. And they've all got LMGs, so they will fuck your shit up.
I see, okay.
So let's guess out this room.
Take out that one tosser standing back there.
Well, actually, there's 2.
Oh, see, this is why I would not be a member of SWAT. Just little mistakes like that and I'd get killed.
So because we choked him, we've saved our skin. Sadly, we don't get to play with that LMG. We don't unlock it in this mission. We've unlocked everything now.
Not even in the multiplayer?
Oh, don't know.
Okay, something to look into.
Well, there's a room here stacked with stuff that we can't see around, so what we're going to do is we're going to wedge it so we don't get anyone running up behind us just in case, and clear out a little hideout here where I've blocked off. This is the one entrance into these rooms. I know all this because I've played through several times. Our map was literally a square drawing. Here is a warehouse, here is some offices.
Here is place, go to place, stop people.
So I'm gonna...
Like that man's locked himself up with a painting, so he's clearly an art lover.
Yeah, so we're gonna blow the door open and shock him, and I'll send my teammates in.
Oh no, Dorian Gray.
The explosion didn't work and he machine gunned one of my mates down.
Wait, really? That all happened very silently. What?
So this is one of the crime lords, the kingpins. And if we look at it, half his head has melted.
Did I say silently? I meant to say suddenly, by the way.
I am very southern. But look, half his face is melted and he's wearing pyjamas and a suit.
Oh. Nice.
If you just heard there, then we said that he's not in command because he's being all sick.
I was going to say, he looks like someone's granddad. I don't see this guy being the head of a drug operation.
So we're looking for his brother. And there's our new objective.
The real brains behind this all.
There are no wrong guys in here.
Bit of social commentary just there. By Nolan North, as always, there are no bad guys.
God damn it, we're the SWAT. Will you stop being so philosophical and just shoot things, please?
was getting ready for the rest of his career, where he'd play every video game character ever.
Oh, yes.
Even...
Can't say I don't love the guy. He's a brilliant voice actor, but he is in everything.
Clear it. UCS.
Let's take this guy out. Let's use gas.
I'll take Red Stinger. Go when ready. Copy that.
Good idea. The way you build that up, I'm assuming this is going to go horribly wrong.
Yeah, if he didn't stand in the door.
Oh my god. Oh, wow. Oh.
And my teammates threw it into the door.
I don't believe this. This is a... How are you surviving all of this? It's just like... This last stage is like a carry-on film with your blundering. Like repetitive blundering.
Well, it's my last day. There's Old Grouse whiskey there, which happens to be my favourite brand of whiskey.
Woohoo!
Cough, cough, want a sponsor.
I want to be sponsored by whiskey just so I can have some whiskey.
Yeah, just pay me in whiskey.
Just, you know, stick the tap in my mouth and I'll be fine.
So there was his bedroom where he's been hiding out in. It's very messy, but it literally looks exactly the same as my student flat now.
Oh, yeah.
Only the bed there was a lot nicer and wasn't creaking all the time and didn't collapse, crushing my printer when I was down there.
Oh, dear.
But that's kind of my fault why it collapsed.
Jumping on the bed again.
No comment. I wasn't actually jumping on it, but what happened wasn't really appropriate to discuss on the internet.
Oh, well, okay.
It wasn't masturbation. I have to point that out.
Anyway, back to SWAT 4.
So we're going to carry on into the warehouse now.
Good stuff. Well, aside from taking down the two bosses, is there... What is there to stop the Stetchkov gang from coming back in full force, or was it really just powered by these two individuals?
They were the leaders, but look at all of these guns.
Oh my. It would be pretty amazing if the game was just nice enough to let you stock up here. Just take all of this.
If only.
I got it.
If you're questioned about it later by your officials, just be like, well, pragmatic.
Improvisation.
Yeah, we needed more firepower. We used our initiative. That's how we work here.
So there is actually dialogue.
Mother of... At your back. Look at all this hardware. Quiet down.
Entry team to talk. We've discovered a stockpile of weapons in the basement. Rifles, grenades, explosives, ammunition, the works.
Roger, entry team. We'll notify the ATF and have EOD on standby.
Looks like these guys had some serious takeover plans.
Yeah, so that was the audio. I went back and recorded that a separate time.
I see.
Yeah. Just to get it in there, they're talking about how there's all the firearms. There's grenade launchers there and frag grenades.
Man, look at all this swag, sir.
If there were frag grenades that I could use as a lethal loadout, then I'd love that. Just launch ragdolls across the room. Damn, that hardware.
Damn! I love me some weaponry.
That's more of the Rainbow Six approach to it.
Oh, yeah.
Need you to move.
We are the SWAT and we're going to shoot things up with LMGs, just like a real SWAT would.
Fall in.
I like the post in the thread about how, you know, the SWAT members in this game are like actual SWAT members, much more so than the overly emotional, unrealistically heroic members of Rainbow Six.
Yeah. Well, that's like the modern warfare approach to it. Really, it's just the over-the-top stuff that's meant to be taken seriously.
But now you can have a dog.
Yeah. And it's called Ghost Recon whatever. And so it's basically Ghost Dog?
Yes, Ghost Dog, the best dog. Ghost Dog would make this whole area easier.
There is. I actually
wouldn't need
checked
no
up.
night vision. You just send him around to, you know, attack your enemies.
There is no mod for adding dogs into this game, sadly.
Are they actually?
There's no mod. Sorry. And here there's a a little animation that's... Have you ever seen that video for warehouse safety? I think it's from Switzerland, where it's really over the top. Like a guy on the forklift is carrying around a sheet of metal and he chops someone's head off with it, and it's really over the top and gory, and it's meant to be a safety video. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
I've seen a very, very, like, unintentionally funny PSA about safety in the workplace, where a guy is sitting on top of a building, talking about how something's about to explode next to him. It does explode, he falls off the building, but then the unintentional punchline is that he lands in a car, and then the alarm goes off for the car as he hits it. And that killed me. So... Well,
this Swiss one is a lot funnier because a guy like gets his head chopped off in the PSA, and it's extremely over the top. Everyone's screaming. One guy's not wearing a helmet, and he's about to hit a nail into a plank of wood. He hits the nail into his hand, screams, pulls the hammer back, and bludgeons himself with the hammer. This is the most accident-prone guy. Who would hire him?
Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean at the workplace.
So there's a guy there shooting me across the room, and here my sniper saves my life.
Oh. Very good.
Which is a benefit to using him, because we don't get a sniper for the warehouse this time. We have to use our own initiative.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been shot in both my legs, so I'm just crawling along.
You're I don't know how does your SWAT member in this game's universe keep healing from all these horrific injuries he keeps getting?
Well, you have to remember that these missions aren't back to back, and he's got a combat medic or something, and very good doctors who are removing all of the bullet holes from both his brain, his chest, his arms, and his legs.
So this game's happening over the course of several years, wherein your character goes out to a mission, gets horribly fucked up from it every time, is sent to the hospital, recovers, then comes straight back to work, straight back to duty, in which he is immediately shot again.
Yeah, which is actually a mechanic. There is locational damage in this game. If you get shot in the legs, obviously you slow down. If you get shot in the arms, then your aim goes off, and if you get shot in the head, then your vision blurs sometimes. And
I'm sure being shot in the head does more than blur your vision. I'm just gonna throw that out.
If you survive it in this game. But there's also locational damage on enemies. The guy who's lying next to the car, got shot in the throat, and he survived. So he's choking, but he won't die.
That's awful. Please put him out of his misery.
Take it easy there. On it, sir.
You can also kneecap them with the less lethal weapons, and that knocks them out, basically. So you can incapacitate enemies, or shoot the guns out of their hands, or even kneecap them so they collapse, and you can arrest them after.
Ah.
I shot through a door there because, well, picking the lock's too slow.
Very nice.
So there's just 2 guys left now. Let's go outside.
Oh lord, literally skulking around in a dark alley.
Where did that come from? There's one guy up there.
Yeah, when he goes, "The police are here." Apparently he is very
him.
French. Uh-oh.
Police, put your hands up!
TOC, this is entry team.
So there he goes, this is orange smear across the wall. I think that's meant to be his brain or something, but he's dead.
Oh yeah. Dead as a doornail.
I couldn't hit him with my grenade launcher, sadly, so... Not that it will affect our final score.
Fall in on me. Check. Rejoining you.
Okay, one more bloke.
And I think it's the bloated looking guy as well, so...
Ah. We'll finally put an end to the final boss of SWAT 4.
Who incidentally is kind of difficult because of the way he's in.
Oh, is he just positioned in a place that kind of...
Yeah, you see
out
that...
of sheer bad luck
See
makes
that
him
room
very
there?
difficult for you.
He's
Yeah.
in there. He always spawns in there. And where because there's only one door and it's in the middle of the stairs, it's kind of awkward. So you're going to have to use a grenade of some sort to take him out if you don't want to get killed. You can see him there just hiding around the corner, and you can also see a window there. You can also position it so you run your teammates in after you use a grenade launcher to fire a gas grenade up into the room and choke him out without anyone getting injured.
Since this is the last guy and I do not like the idea of getting killed by the last guy, I would shout all my teammates to run in there and do everything for me. I know it's not the most climactic of endings, but you know.
Well, my teammates got in the way then. So there we go. Bloated looking guy.
Bloated looking guy, the most nefarious final boss in gaming.
But my teammate was doing a little dance there. He must have got shot.
Oh. Whoops.
But there we go, David. 77. I'm a patrol officer, which is about the average of what I've been getting throughout this LP.
This is, well done, you finished it. Well played, well played.
So let's go to the credits
Ah!
now. And, oh, there's a
Oh my
little
God.
bug there where it's buffering. And, well, these are the same credits as before, and there's a bit of music lacking, so why not add in some electro funk? Why not?
Oh, I could dig some SWAT 4 electro funk.
Well, it's not SWAT 4 electro funk, it's my electro funk.
Well, now it's SWAT 4's. So, even though we've already kind of done this, final thoughts on the game.
Brilliant game, a lot of fun, difficult at some times, but hey, it's a game, it should do that.
Thoughts on the expansion pack in and of itself?
It's pretty much the same thing, but it adds more. Sadly, you can't take some things from the expansion pack over to the first one, so you can't punch people in the first. But nonetheless, let's cut to some interesting moments. So, a while ago I mentioned that you could snipe yourself and your teammates. Why not
yes.
dance around in front of a sniper and piss him off? So he turns around and is kind of angry with you. There, I'm teasing him, aren't I?
Look at you, sniper, you're shit! Get off the stage, no one likes you! Way!
And then he shoots me.
Oh no.
So maybe you can shoot your teammates too. But no, they get angry with you when you do that and shoot you too.
Wait, how does that work? Because the sniper
Because you
is...
take control of him. And,
Oh, what, telepathically?
yeah. So why
Okay.
not use the door explosions to wind people up?
Yes!
Hey, people like it on the thread.
I love it. Grandma just got launched.
Why not shoot my load into her and kill her? So I wondered, would this also work on your teammates?
Oh, would it?
No. But what if I decided to do something different and I stacked up a load of people? Well, I went back to the old folks' home.
Oh no, oh my lord. We are just abusing the elderly in
Indeed
this
we are.
credit sequence.
But let's speed up here and show you what I did. So tying up some guys and slowly, this is obviously sped up, you push them over to a certain door, perhaps.
Oh my lord. So much effort just for sadism. I have to... Very well
So
done
here we
for
are,
that.
putting a explosive on the other side of the door.
Oh my lord.
So here we have two old men and one of the nurses that I also brought in. And they're all tied up, so their ragdolls are going to spaz out. Whee!
Oh, this is the best.
And now they're dancing to my techno.
Oh, that's so good.
I found out that they contort themselves when they're tied up and incapacitated.
Wow.
And also I'm trying to show it off here, but you can incapacitate guys using the grenade launcher and stun grenades.
I'd like to think so, Jesus.
Hey, you know, ragdolls are funky. So why not just wail on him because I was running low on grenades? Why not carry on punching an old man through a door because he survived somehow? And well,
this is the. I'm starting to worry
there it
about
goes.
us as people for enjoying this so much. Oh, oh, oh!
this is really,
Oh,
and
God.
that's kind of a compromising position you're in there.
Yeah.
Well, let's carry on, don't we? So, maybe there are more interesting things you can do with SWAT. You don't have to play it non-lethal exactly as I did. There are other things you can do in SWAT, and, well, perhaps we should take a look at those. Like, knocking out a guy and getting drunk.
Oh, wow. Can I say Game of the Year every year for the rest of time, please?
Sure, why not? So here, this is me knocking a guy out using the explosives. And because he's tied up, he's gonna funk out when he does.
This is the most funky thing.
Oh, there he is, knocked out because of it. So obviously, like I said, there are other interesting ways to cock around in SWAT 4. So, do you like Cane of Lynch? I don't.
Well, I don't really.
Let's
Why?
get drunk and go to a takeaway. Why not?
Let's do exactly that. That sounds like a good idea.
So you can put the game on easy and it doesn't matter about points and you can just run through and gun everyone down.
Ah. You could
It's
just
a fun
kill
FPS.
everything.
And let's look through this old woman's house. There's something I noticed replaying it. There's a gnome.
Oh,
That confused
Gotta-
me.
gotta love the gnome.
It's a horrible gnome. And why not taser the old woman in her eyes?
Well, why not? That is such a good question.
What a brilliant introduction. Let's just bully someone. Grenades hurt people when they bounce off of their bodies, by the way. We never saw that, but
So you could actually kill someone by hitting a grenade off of them.
yeah, you know.
That's...
Sadly, I
Chip
did
damage
not
to
get a
its
deep
best.
bounce caught on camera, so... So you know, you also mentioned how you wanted to punch bears at SWAT 4.
Yes!
Well, I went into the SWAT 5, the takedown pre-release that I made up in my head. It's not actually the real one. Okay, it's not actually the real takedown, and, well, I punched a bear to death.
I'm happy about that. Finally, this LP's
I
complete.
punched a bear to death.
I was so worried.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.